Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to look under the hood of the internet and meet two invisible workers who are basically the reason your life online works the way it does.
You know that feeling, right? You're on an important video call, and boom, your face freezes. Or you're gaming, and everything starts to lag. But that super important email you sent 5 minutes ago, it arrived perfectly, every single word intact. So what's the deal?
Well, the secret is that the internet doesn't just have one way of sending things. It's got two, and they're like completely different mail carriers. Each one has a totally unique way of getting your data from point A to point B. So first up, let's meet TCP. This is the super careful, meticulous, and yeah, maybe a little slower of the two. This is the carrier you'd trust with your most important packages, for sure. Its full name is Transmission Control Protocol, and its whole mission in life is simple: guaranteed delivery. TCP is just obsessed with making sure every single piece of information you send actually gets where it's going and gets there exactly the way you sent it. The best way to think about TCP is like sending a registered letter that has a tracking number. You get a receipt when you send it, you can see where it is along the way, and you get a final confirmation when it's been delivered. It's all about that peace of mind. So how does it actually pull this off? Well, first, TCP is what we call connection-oriented. It's like it picks up the phone, dials a number, and waits for someone to say hello before it even starts talking. Then it breaks your data into little numbered packets, sends them, and then waits for the other side to say, yep, got packet 1, got packet 2. If one gets lost, TCP sends it again. All this checking and rechecking, this overhead, is what makes it a bit slower. But it's also what makes it so incredibly reliable. And this is exactly why TCP is the absolute backbone for stuff where you just can't afford to lose anything. Think about it. When you're loading a website, sending an email, or downloading a file, you need every single piece of that puzzle. You can't have a web page with missing sentences or a corrupted file. It has to be perfect. All right, now for our second mail carrier. This one has a completely different philosophy. It really only cares about one thing above everything else: pure speed. This is the User Datagram Protocol, or UDP, and UDP's goal is not to guarantee anything. Its goal is just to get the message out the door and on its way as fast as digitally possible. No questions asked. The perfect analogy for UDP? It's a postcard. You scribble a quick message, you drop it in the mailbox, and you just kind of hope for the best. It's super fast and easy, but there's no tracking, no confirmation, no guarantee it'll even get there. So UDP is connectionless. It doesn't bother with all that formal handshake stuff. It doesn't wait for acknowledgments or worry about fixing errors. It just fires your data packets out into the network. This bare-bones approach makes it unbelievably fast and lightweight. The trade-off, of course, is that there's zero guarantee the data will arrive, let alone in the right order. So you might be asking, why on earth would we ever use something that sounds so careless? Well, because for things like video calls, live streaming, or online gaming, speed is everything. It's way better to have a tiny, momentary glitch or a dropped pixel, which is just a lost packet, than to have the entire video call pause while it waits for a missing piece to be resent. The show must go on, and it has to go on in real time. Okay, so let's put our two digital mail carriers side by side. This is where the crucial differences really become clear. And this is really what it all boils down to. It's a classic showdown. Do you need your data to be absolutely perfect? Or do you need it to be there right now? Looking at this chart, the trade-offs are just crystal clear. On the left, with TCP, you get that rock-solid reliability and guaranteed order, but you pay for it with speed. Then on the right, with UDP, you get that incredible, blazing speed, but you have to give up any promise of reliability or order. They are truly two different tools for two very different jobs. So after this whole showdown, which one's better? Which one wins? Well, the answer isn't quite that simple. At the end of the day, this isn't a competition. It's not about one being better than the other. It's all about using the right tool for the job. You wouldn't send a postcard to make a bank transfer, and you wouldn't hire an armored truck just to say hey in a live chat. They're not rivals. They're the perfect team. The internet as we know it, this amazing ecosystem that can handle everything from secure banking to global live stream concerts, is only possible because we have both of these options. We have the meticulous, careful planner, and we have the lightning-fast sprinter, working together in harmony. And that kind of leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As our technology pushes forward into things like virtual reality and the metaverse that demand both incredible speed and flawless reliability, are we going to see a new kind of digital mail carrier emerge? Something that combines the best of both worlds? Now that's something to chew on.